Welcome into the NFL injury report today. This Thursday night, we're going down to New Orleans to see what the Jacksonville Jaguars have to bring us in the Big Easy. And as per usual, we're going to start with the home team and their offense. Good news for New Orleans. Jamal Williams is slated to return to the field after being taken off of IR with a hamstring injury that he sustained Monday Night Football Week 2 against Carolina. He found himself being used as a red zone back last year with the Detroit Lions, and since Alvin Kamara is still healthy, I'd imagine that's going to be his role tonight. He might see some more touches here and there outside the red zone, but they're probably just going to try to punch it in on the ground using him. Chris Olave comes into the game dealing with a toe injury that he sustained during Week 5's matchup against the Houston Texans. He only missed one practice the following week, though, and then in Week 6, he popped off catching 7 of 10 for 96 yards, no touchdowns, but I would not worry about him not seeing the field. He is totally going to see the field. Tight end Juwan James is going to be out with a calf injury. This is his fourth straight game he has missed. And according to the numbers, it's looking like Foster Moreau will be taking the majority of the looks as the traditional tight end, whereas tight end Taysom Hill will more than likely be seeing some direct snaps and gadget type plays, potentially throwing the ball. He is 3 for 3 on the season throwing this year. The likelihood of Jimmy Graham playing a major role is slim. I wouldn't say it's impossible. I could see him being put into the red zone package, being a big body, being a big target, maybe catching one, two balls, one of them being a touchdown, but I wouldn't put a whole lot of money on that. Unfortunately, the starting left tackle James Hurst and the starting right tackle Ryan Ramczyk are also out for today. Hurst is dealing with an ankle, and Ramczyk is dealing with a concussion. To add a little insult to injury, backup tackle Landon Young is out dealing with a hip injury himself. All three of them did not see any practice this week, and it's appearing to me that the starting five up front would be starter and former first round pick Trevor Penning as the tackle, Andrea Pete as the guard, center Eric McCoy with rookie Nick Saldivieri and Cesar Ruiz covering the right side. Now, I'm not sure who's going to be playing guard or who's going to be playing tackle between Ruiz and Salvaderi. As of right now, Cesar Ruiz is the starting right guard, but is listed for the backup right tackle position behind Ryan Ramczyk, which would then make Nick Salvaderi the backup guard in his place. So I don't know how they're going to do it. If you're a Saints fan and you know or you have a good idea, let us know, man, because we want to know what's shaking. We want to know if it's a good fit, if it's a bad fit, if it's relevant to begin with. Now we're going to the defense. Demario Davis is questionable with a knee and did not participate in practice all week. Head coach Dennis Allen saying that he is a game time decision. That's pretty huge, man. He's the only questionable person who didn't participate, and it's looking like if he doesn't go, it's going to be either DeMarco Jackson or Sewell taking his place at the middle linebacker spot, both of whom are coming into their second years, have played very little actual NFL snaps, and let's just hope DeMario's okay. Let's hope he's at least 85% because he's huge. He really is. Another huge piece is Cam Jordan. He was limited Monday, Tuesday with a back issue, but he was a full participant Wednesday, and he's going to be out there. Heading back into the backfield, safety Tyrann Mathieu is questionable with a foot injury. I'd imagine he, in fact, takes the field. Defensive back Lonnie Johnson has been questionable and limited all week, and backup safety JT Gray is ruled out, so the Saints could find themselves pretty thin at the safety position, really depending on what those two do. Okay, that was a pretty damn long list for the Saints. Not so much for the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. We only have four players who were active, not on IR, who are ruled out today. Those are starting cornerback Tyson Campbell, defensive tackle Devon Hamilton, wide receiver Zay Jones, and left guard Walker Little. We'll start with Walker. He's missing the game due to a knee injury that forced him to miss all of practice this week. His backup is looking to be Tyler Shatley. Shatley is a 10-year vet who is listed as a center technically according to ESPN's depth chart. I don't know how spot on ESPN's depth charts really are, but they have him as a center, so maybe they are just repurposing him. Speaking of guards, guard Brendan Scherf did not participate in Monday or Tuesday's practice and was limited coming in to Thursday. If he cannot make it, then backup guard Ben Bracht will start. He has seen very little action in his 4 years in the league, so potentially not the greatest thing for that offensive line. Wide receiver Zay Jones will have his snaps given to Jamal Agnew and Tim Jones this evening, with Parker Washington and Jalen Moore still on IR, and Elijah Cooks coming off of IR but finding himself in the wide receiver 6, maybe 7 position. It's definitely going to be Tim Jones and Agnew who are picking up the slack for Zay Jones. Okay, on to the defense. Devon Hamilton is interesting because he was a full participant every single practice this week, but he's been ruled out. He is coming off of IR and he is yet to play this week, or this year rather, and apparently they are looking to ease him into it, so kind of surprising to me. If the man's healthy, let him play. I don't know, a little surprising. Starting for him will be Folorunsu Fatukasi, I think I said that right, and Jeremiah Ledbetter. Not sure who between the two will see the most snaps. I would put my money on Ledbetter. I remember his name from a couple games ago. That's the only thing I'm running off of, though. I kid you not. Tyson Campbell is out with a hamstring. His replacements are looking like Montara Brown and Christian Braswell. Braswell is a rookie out of Rutgers, and Brown is entering his second year out of Arkansas and has only 10 tackles to his name in his NFL career, beating out formerly mentioned rookie Christian Baswell, who has none and appears to be playing in his very first NFL game. And that's it. That is the injury report. I'm sorry this video came out with only a couple hours to spare. I was dealing with some mic issues and I was dealing with it since last night, but whatever. I hope all of you find it very interesting, find it very helpful. If you have Jacksonville Jaguar fans in your life or Saints fans, hit them up and ask them whatever you need to ask them. Hopefully they have some nuggets for you. But that is the NFL injury report today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys later.